Page Minds, Micah Frankel, at FitNHB with the leader of the New Mexico Wild Bunch, Tim Means. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Right out of boxing and wrestling. Good day.
First UFC main event. How's that feel?
I came out of left field a bit, but I'm already in good shape, and I'm just trying to hold my emotions back, not get too excited just yet, and just get training in.
So it's about 5 weeks removed from the John Howard fight, 4 weeks till fight night. So let's relive the last one. That was like picture perfect, pretty left hook. That was amazing. How'd it feel?
I have that power in every fight. It's just a matter of not trying to force it, just let it happen. And footwork with Arlene and short hooks, and drilling them, and 5 years pretty much of drilling that stuff, and it's finally starting to come together. And I heard him go to sleep before he even hit the ground.
You got a performance bonus from that, I believe?
Dana White said I got a bonus. I'm still waiting on it, so I'll count it when I get it in my bank account. But yeah, it's supposed to be on its way.
That's cool. So, was there anything that surprised you in that fight?
No, man. Tom called everything. He said exactly what Howard was going to do, and he did just that. Counter with the kicks to the legs, and finished combination kicks to the legs. I started checking him. He stopped kicking and started trying to box me, and I knew it was downhill for him from there. So. I'm feeling very strong at this weight. He wasn't able just to hang on to me. I was able to keep scrambling. They gave him 3 takedowns, but I think that's garbage. There's no control on none of that stuff. So it messes up my takedown percentage a little bit. But other than that, got my hand raised.
So it's a good night. They gave you a call. Were you expecting a quick turnaround? We know you like him, but were you expecting it?
Yeah, they actually called me to fight Kyle Noak right away on I think it was January 2nd. And it was like a week after I fought. I was out in Oklahoma seeing my parents, seeing my kids out there, and I was like, no, I don't have to do a weight cut right now. I'm already getting into the holidays, so I just waited it out for the first time I think I've ever kind of said no or whatever. It was a little too soon, and not even 2 weeks after that, they're calling me to fight Cerrone, and at first I thought Tom was messing with me, but he doesn't really play like that, so it was a cool feeling.
So how long have you been thinking about this fight?
Man. How long have I wanted to punch Cerrone in the face? And it's not even because I dislike the guy, man. He gets bonuses. He goes and he gets those checks, and he shows up and he fights. So he gets in your face, he tries to beat you up, and those are the guys that I want to fight. That's the guy I want to get in there and throw down with. We just happen to be in the same backyard. We're both big dogs with big names here, and yeah, man, I want them bragging rights. So this is easy fight to prepare for, and I'm enjoying being in the gym. It's not that heartache stuff like, I have to be there. I want to be here. I want to do well. I want to win my first main event, and I want to do it violently. So bring that kick in, Mr. Cerrone. Is
it a little different thought process? Like, wow, I'm fighting a guy that lives right down the street from me. And then even, you might have done that before in the amateurs, but then to be like, but we're going to fly all the way to Pittsburgh to do it. And shit, I just thought about this on the way over here to the interview thinking, what if you two end up on the same flights?
Yeah. I think we gotta see about that. But we're both professionals, so we know when we need it. We would do it for free in the Walmart parking lot. We both have that mentality. So let's go get paid. Let's go after a bonus. Let's let people watch it and not watch us get handcuffed. Man, I've wanted this fight for 5 years, and I think now's the right time to really get it. This is the time it needs to happen, ton of people when I first went to 70 said, you're not going to make it, there's killers there, blah, blah, blah. Here I am, man, main event, and I'm going to beat up Cerrone.
Our thought process at the DC Life when we first heard the fight was like, wow, Tim's a really big guy now for Cerrone to make a welterweight debut against.
Yeah, I never really sized up Cerrone all that much. I met him a couple times or whatever, talked to him once in LA. He invited me out to train with him, but not that I'm not wanting to go there or whatever. I'm a fit product, and I drive 50 miles in the other direction, so a little bit of me I felt like I was going to fight those guys. They called me to fight Kyle Noak in January, and they called me to fight Cerrone now, so I'm glad I trusted my gut and didn't kind of cross the tracks just yet, so meaning like I think Cerrone, those guys can come here and spar here, and let's put Fit on the map as well, because people know of his ranch and they know of Jackson's or whatever. But if they're wanting to cross train and all that, our doors are always open.
Now with this fight, obviously, like you said, wanted for 5 years, been studying for a long time. What are some things that you think that Cerrone does well?
I haven't studied Cerrone at all. I enjoy his fight style, so I watch him fight. So things he does well is he gets kicks up to the head pretty quick. He has good stepping knees. His boxing sucks. His grappling's good. His wrestling's pretty good. So he's awful under pressure, and it's one of my strongest points. And he's awful with body shots, and that's definitely my strongest point. So I think a lot of his negatives are my best interests or my best positive tools. So I'm starting to use my tools at the right time. I'm starting to get my timing down at the right time. Man, it's just the right time, man. This is the right time for this fight. Probably a good thing we didn't have it here in Albuquerque because there would probably be some crazy fights in the stands. But man, it's the right time.
I gotta be honest, for like the first 2 to 3 minutes after I heard the fight was announced, I was really bummed it was all the way in Pittsburgh. And then I started thinking about it. I was like, they're probably smarter for doing that. It could be Albuquerque out here.
I think it makes sense, and it's in a steel city, man. That's pretty cool, So, man, I'm just super happy about this fight. These are the fights I wanted to get to, and I just been knocking on that door at 170, and ultimately just finishing people at 170. So. It's good all the way from Legacy. Pete Spratt about took his head off. Howard about took off his head. So it's time to hit somebody that is in my backyard, and I can throw a rock to his house and hit it. So maybe when like Embedded comes out, I should probably go put like a sack of dog poo on his porch and catch it on fire or something. But just kidding. But he's literally. The point is, he's literally that close. It's just kind of crazy. We have to fly across the city or across states to East Coast to finally get to do this.
So with that, I'm figuring you're preparing for a war. That's what you're expecting?
Oh man, we are going at it, buddy. This is gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a fight. This is a big fight for here. A few years back, I think Southwest Fight News, posted a super fight for this. So this is the time, man. This is really the time.
You're as giddy right now as I was when I saw you were gonna fight Matt Brown.
Man. And I let Matt Brown got away by the skin of his teeth, because I made some mistakes. And I've really been trying to fix those mistakes. I didn't make no mistakes against Diego Lima. I didn't make no mistakes against John Howard. Messed up against Brown a little bit. I'm not going to make no mistakes in this fight, man. We're going to fight.
Needless to say, so what are your thoughts on now this extra attention? We know Embedded. There's going to be extra media on you, more interviews probably.
That comes with the job. It's kind of cool or whatever. They want to go to the house. I'm not going to take them to my house. I don't want weird people knowing where I live, So a little paranoid about that stuff. Got my daughters now, so got to keep some of the crazy people away. But there's a lot of cool, positive attention as well. Where there's a negative and dudes calling us pussies and this and that, Cerrone and I, which, all right, I don't agree with that statement, but there's a grip of positive people out there, man, and a lot more people knew my name than I thought, so just from all over the place, from Ireland to the UK, down from Brazil, from Canada, here in the States, there's going to be a lot of people watching this fight, and a lot of people are excited about this fight.
This is amazing for a free fight. This is amazing. Two guys are going to stand there, they're going to bang, and this is going to be a lot of fun for everybody to watch. Your sentiments are basically the same.
Man, it's just... It can't be boring, man. It just won't be boring. And February 21st, tune in. It's gonna happen. It's finally here.
And then, who do you need to thank? Who do you need to shout out to?
You gotta thank Reebok. They're the ones sending me the checks for the sponsors now. Trent Cotney, Paralegal, Unleashed Sports Nutrition, Fit NHB all the time. Here at Fit here in Albuquerque, we are the other gym, and we are standing out for a reason. We have the top-notch coaches. We have some of the best coaches. We get along here. My team here at Fit, everything about it, man. The team has helped me tremendously. They might not be top 5 guys and all this, but guess what? You don't need all that to succeed. You need determination, good working partners, and a good gym followed by good staff. So thank you, Fit NHB, and the New Mexico Wild Bunch.
Thank you, Tim, for the time.
Thank you, Micah.